Aging is inevitable, but how you age is largely up to you. Science has shown that the decline in muscle mass, bone density, and metabolic efficiency that comes with age is not simply the result of getting older. Much of it is the result of inactivity and the loss of strength over time. Strength training is one of the most powerful ways to counteract this decline, and the right protocols can help you preserve your youth not just in appearance, but in energy, mobility, and overall function. The human body is incredibly adaptable, and when you give it the right signals, it responds by maintaining and even increasing muscle, improving hormone balance, and protecting against age-related diseases. Muscle is not just for athletes or bodybuilders. It is a vital organ of longevity. Strong muscles keep your metabolism active, support your joints, improve your posture, and protect against falls and injuries. More importantly, strength training has a direct impact on cellular health. It stimulates processes that enhance mitochondrial function, improve insulin sensitivity, and boost growth factors that influence everything from brain health to skin quality. While any resistance training is better than none, certain protocols have proven to be especially effective in promoting long-term youthfulness. These 3 strength training approaches have been tested in scientific studies and real-world applications, showing remarkable effects on physical vitality and aging markers. Protocol 1Z. Progressive overload for muscle and bone density. Progressive overload is the foundational principle of strength training. It involves gradually increasing the resistance or difficulty of your exercises over time so that your muscles and bones are continually challenged. Without progressive overload, your body has no reason to adapt, and your gains will plateau. This principle is especially important for aging because bone density naturally declines after the age of 30. Regularly lifting weights with progressively heavier loads stimulates the osteoblasts, the bone-building cells, to maintain and even increase bone mineral density. This is one of the most effective ways to reduce the risk of osteoporosis. A typical progressive overload program might include compound movements such as squats, deadlifts, and presses, performed 2 to 4 times per week. These exercises work multiple muscle groups at once, stimulate large hormonal responses, and demand a high level of neural activation. Over weeks and months, you aim to add small amounts of weight to the bar or increase repetitions with the same weight. This incremental increase forces your body to adapt by building more muscle fibers and strengthening connective tissues. Scientific studies from journals like Bone and the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research have shown that older adults who follow progressive overload protocols can significantly improve both strength and bone health. One study found that postmenopausal women who lifted progressively heavier weights over 12 months saw increases in bone density comparable to those of women in their 20s. This is not just about preventing fractures, it is about maintaining the physical confidence to move freely, travel, and stay active well into later decades. The key with progressive overload is patience and consistency. You do not have to add huge amounts of weight each week. Even small improvements, such as adding 2 to 5 pounds every month, accumulate over time and signal your body to keep getting stronger. This slow, steady approach is also safer for joints and ligaments, which become more sensitive with age. Protocol 2E. Power training for fast twitch muscle fibers. As people age, they often notice they are slower when getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, or reacting to sudden changes in balance. This is largely due to the loss of fast twitch muscle fibers, which are responsible for explosive movements and quick reactions. While traditional strength training focuses on maximum force production, power training targets the speed of force production. This is crucial for maintaining agility, preventing falls, and keeping your body responsive. Power training involves lifting moderate weights with maximum speed and control. For example, you might perform a squat with about 40 to 60% of your maximum load, driving up explosively and lowering under control. Olympic lifts, kettlebell swings, medicine ball throws, and jump squats are all examples of power exercises. These movements teach your nervous system to fire muscle fibers quickly, which is a skill that often declines after age 40 if not trained deliberately. Research in the European Journal of Applied Physiology has shown that older adults who engage in regular power training improve not only muscle strength but also movement speed, reaction time, and overall functional capacity. In practical terms, this means you can more easily catch yourself if you trip, sprint for a bus without straining something, and generally feel more athletic. Power training also stimulates the release of anabolic hormones like testosterone and growth hormone, which are vital for maintaining muscle mass and reducing fat gain with age. One of the great things about power training is that it can be adapted for all fitness levels. If you are new to this style, you can start with simple exercises like standing medicine ball throws or light kettlebell swings, focusing on crisp, explosive movements. The emphasis should always be on quality and control, not on using the heaviest weight possible. Because the goal is speed, it is better to keep the loads moderate and the form perfect. Protocol 3A. Functional strength circuits for endurance and mobility. The third protocol focuses on integrating strength training into full body, functional movement circuits that build not only muscle and power but also cardiovascular endurance and mobility. As you age, it is important to train movements rather than just muscles in isolation. Functional strength circuits involve a series of compound exercises performed back, to back with minimal rest, targeting multiple movement patterns such as pushing, pulling, hinging, squatting, and rotating. For example, a functional circuit might include a set of kettlebell deadlifts, followed by push-ups, then walking lunges, then a pull-up variation, and finally a loaded carry. You move from one exercise to the next, resting only briefly, which keeps your heart rate elevated while still focusing on strength. This type of training improves muscle endurance, cardiovascular health, and the ability to move through daily activities with ease. Functional circuits are particularly effective for longevity because they train stability, balance, and coordination alongside strength. You are not just building muscle, you are teaching your body to use that muscle effectively in real-world situations. This is critical for preserving independence as you get older. Studies in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity have shown that older adults who engage in circuit-style functional training maintain higher levels of mobility and require less assistance in daily life compared to those who only perform isolated strength exercises. Another benefit of functional circuits is time efficiency. Many people cite lack of time as a reason for not training consistently. A well-designed circuit can provide both strength and cardio benefits in under 30 minutes. Because you are using multiple muscle groups in quick succession, you also burn more calories both during and after the workout, which supports a healthy body composition. Practical tips for getting started: if you are new to strength training or returning after a long break, it is important to start gradually. Focus on mastering the basic movement patterns before loading them heavily. Proper technique is the foundation of safe and effective training, and investing time in learning the right form will pay off for years to come. Consistency is more important than intensity in the beginning. 2 to 3 sessions per week can produce noticeable results within a few months. As you adapt, you can increase the weight, speed, or complexity of your workouts. It is also essential to pay attention to recovery. Adequate protein intake, quality sleep, and active recovery methods like stretching and light walking will help your body adapt to the training stress. Strength training is not just about how much weight you can lift. It is about building a body that will serve you well for decades, allowing you to stay active, independent, and engaged in life. These 3 protocols, progressive overload, power training, and functional strength circuits, are not fitness trends. They are science-backed methods for keeping your muscles, bones, and nervous system young. Your age is just a number, but your strength, mobility, and vitality are the true indicators of how young you feel. By committing to these protocols, you are investing in a future where you can move freely, recover quickly, and enjoy life without the limitations that many people accept as part of aging. Strength is youth, and youth is strength. It is never too late to start, but the sooner you do, the greater the rewards will be.